The American Athletic Conference Football Championship is set. It will be the 11-1 North Texas Mean Green headed to New Orleans to face the Tulane Green Wave. Now, Navy was also in contention, but North Texas beat them. All things aside, yes, Braxton Woodson was having to be the primary quarterback in that game. He's a good quarterback, but he's no Blake Horvath. And because Blake Horvath got injured in that game, we saw that situation where Navy was an entirely different team. The only team that beat North Texas this year was at the time, exceedingly good South Florida. And South Florida is still exceedingly good. I have no qualms about South Florida. The problem is they petered out at the end of the year. That happens. Tulane got beat by a very good UTSA. They're, most people think otherwise, but they had a high powered offense that, hey, ran over Tulane. They also got beat by Ole Miss. I mean, Lane Kiffin and the Rebels, hey, they're one of the best teams in the nation. Deserves a college football spot. These two teams are set to clash in New Orleans. So Tulane gets home field advantage because they're ranked higher. Why? Because even though North Texas is 11-1, Tulane technically had a slightly better, you know, difficulty this year. But North doesn't make North Texas any less of a team. Whoever wins this game is going to the college football playoff. So it has all kinds of implications. It really does. And I can't wait to see it. So we're going to cover this game by the numbers. Now, before we get into this game and the introduction, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college football. Hit like and subscribe if you like G5 football or AAC football. Or, for that matter, college sports, because I'm also getting ready to start covering the women's gymnastics season. But, let's get into this. Hey folks, before we get into this video, let me stress a few things. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. These are the first two of General Robert Nealon's 7-game maxims. They're also, as been proven by folks that use these maxims in their life, some of whom went into combat in World War II, it can help you shape your life a little bit better. So, enjoy the sports on this channel, but also think about those two maxims. Now, let's get into this. Now, let's go by the numbers. And since North Texas is the visiting team, Drew Mestamaker, QB1, 271 of 382, 3,835 yards through the air. That is just amazing. That's like Heisman level numbers, especially since he's thrown 29 touchdowns, only been intercepted 4 times, been sacked 13. Not bad numbers at all. Then you also throw in the fact that, okay, by the way, his QB2 has also thrown a touchdown through the air, so they got 30 through the air. He's also ran for 5 touchdowns. Drew Mestamaker has. Rushing wise, Caleb Hawkins, 193 carries, 1,216 yards, 51-yard long run. Oh, the man's got 23 touchdowns. So they can do it through the air and on the ground. Mackenzie McGill, 75 for 389, 5 touchdowns. Oh, by the way, Caleb Hawkins has 1,216 yards. In other words, they've got 2 players that are Heisman level. Keeper Sibley's got 5 touchdowns, 37 carries, 234 yards. Ashton Gray, Jaden Becks both have 2 touchdowns. Miles Coleman and Wyatt Young both have a touchdown. They have 44 touchdowns on the ground. They look like a ground and pound, but hey, listen to what they've got through the air. Wyatt Young's caught 62 passes, 1,203 yards, got an 84-yard long run, got 10 touchdowns. Cameron Dorner, 44 catches, 769 yards, 77-yard long run, 6 touchdowns. Caleb Hawkins has got 28, for 334 from receiving, 68-yard long run, 3 touchdowns. Trey Williams, tight end, 25 catches, 319 yards, 4 touchdowns. Terrence Lewis, 10 catches, 171 yards. He's got 3 touchdowns. They got a few other guys that's got 1 touchdown. That's their 30 through the air. Yeah, they're not as balanced. They're not that balanced, but they are in a lot of ways. Now, they've got 23 sacks on opposing quarterbacks. Okay, could be a little bit better. Not most power, not some of the stronger power team numbers. They got 26 pass deflections, 13 interceptions. Unfortunately, haven't uh, scored any. They got 10 forced fumbles, 12 fumble recoveries. These guys, this defense, it's an okay defense. Not as strong as a lot of teams, but it's not a bad one. Ethan Wislowski's got 97 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 1 interception, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery. Oh, he got a touchdown on one of those fumble recoveries. Trey Fields, 92 tackles, 1 sack, 2 pass deflections, 1 interception, 3 fumble recoveries. Patrick Smith Young, a safety. I always worry when your safeties are getting this involved. 63 tackles, 2 pass deflections, 1 fumble recovery. Will Jones, another safety, 60 tackles, 2 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. Their safeties having to do this much work's a little concerning, but overall, they've done what they needed to do to make sure that their offense can stay in the game. Penalty wise, they've had 61 penalties, 482 yards, 40 yards a game. This team's gotten disciplined. This team's got folks that, hey, you give them the ball and they are scary. Seriously. You get the ball in their hands and they score. Their defense, okay, it's a slight weakness, but they know how to strip the ball. They can get to the opposing quarterback. Their secondary, their pass defense a little shaky. But overall, hey, this is an amazing team. Now, Tulane, Jake Retzlaff. Hey, this man's done a lot of good work. 209 for 334, 2,717 yards through the air, 62.6 completion rate, 14 touchdowns through the air, 6 interceptions. That number's a little concerning. And 8 sacks. Brendan Sullivan, his backup's thrown 2 touchdowns, but also thrown 2 interceptions, been sacked twice. And Jimmy Callaway threw a touchdown. He's a wide receiver. So they've got 17 through the air, 8 interceptions, 10 sacks. Okay, it's okay numbers. It's that QB room is, it is what it is. Until you look at Jake Retzlaff also is leading rusher, 103 carries, 561 yards. 69-yard long run, 14 touchdowns. Gavin Gordon, 111 carries, 479 yards, 25-yard long run. So he's not an explosive guy, 5 touchdowns. Javari Mobley's got 2. They've got a few other guys that have got 1 touchdown. So they've got 23 on the ground. So they're far more balanced, but less scoring. Because Shaz Preston, 36 catches, 582 yards, 69-yard long run, 4 touchdowns. Anthony Brown-Stevens has got 2. Bryce Bohannon, Zachary Lewis both have 2. Justin Reed has 2. And a few other guys have 1 for their 17 touchdowns through the air. Kind of balanced, little over-reliant on their quarterback. You shut down Jake Retzlaff, and that's most of their offense right there. Now, defense, they got 29 sacks. That's doing a little bit better. They got 40 pass deflections, 12 interceptions. They're doing slightly better in the secondary, but they only have 5 forced fumbles, 7 fumble recoveries. That's a little bit low. Their defensive line is doing a little bit of what they need to do. Now, Chris Rogers, Leading tackler, 68 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 pass deflection, 1 forced fumble. Jake Steenchew? I'm always messing up that poor man's name. It's a safety. They are very reliant on their safety. 68 tackles, one sack. I don't like it when I see a team's got a sack from their safety. 3 pass deflections, 1 interception. Bailey Despani, another safety, 53 tackles, 4 pass deflections, 1 interception. Jabian White, 42 tackles, 6 pass deflections, 3 interceptions, and 1 fumble recovery. They're not doing as much, and to be perfectly honest with you, they're not as, yeah, they're effective in getting to the opposing quarterback and decent pass defense. It's a pretty good pass defense. I'll give them that, but they're just not doing the work that in a lot of ways. They've got 88 penalties for the year, 809 yards, 67 yards a game. They're not that disciplined. It's very centered on Jake Retzlaff. Yes, he's been doing amazing things. They've shown some weakness. They've not got a lot of the other guys doing the moves. He's the most explosive guy when it comes to their rushing offense. And through the air, they do have guys that can break out, but they haven't been getting the passes. Jake Retzlaff is key to this team. Looking at the early betting side of things, right now, North Texas is set to win this game by 2.5 to 3 points, according to the professional bettors. I'm looking at this game. North Texas has gone against good defenses this year and only lost once. They know how to score. Man, do they know how to score. They have a defense that is keeping them in the game enough to make sure their offense can do what it needs to do. Eric Morris, John Summerall. Hey, John Summerall's been winning at times that, in all honesty, I couldn't place it. But I'm going to say this much. Go Mean Green. This looks like a Mean Green game. Tulane can definitely win this game. Don't get me wrong. Tulane can definitely win, but I'm looking at this and I'm going, Mean Green should have this game. I like me some Eric Morris. I like me some John Summerall. I can't wait to see Eric Morris get to Oklahoma State. I've been kind of sad that I haven't been covering the Big 12 as much because Oklahoma State kind of saddened me. I've been an Oklahoma State fan almost 40 years. Yes, I'm a Tennessee ball through and through, and they're my first love. But Oklahoma, and then I've got Navy as my number 2 team, not that far behind Tennessee, but Oklahoma State, I root for them. I've got some connections there. I took German from one of the professors there. Well, Herr and Frau Bullert. And I took calculus from there, and I don't remember the man that taught calculus, but I remember the Bullarts. So Eric Morris going there, I'm kind of sad to see that for North Texas, but I'm happy to see that for the Cowboys. And John Summerall most likely will be in the SEC next year. Probably won't face each other again for a while. Both of these are amazing coaches. From what I've heard about John Summerall and Tulane, that coaching staff is in sync. Eric Morris is known as a quarterback whisperer, and Drew Mestamaker is proof of that. Honestly, this game is going to be amazing, and I hope you're going to watch it. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. I hope that you liked the video. I really do. Hit like and subscribe for me, because I'm going to come out with far more videos, and you get all kinds of chance. Also, don't forget, my link tree is down below. You can get to my Patreon that way, or go to my other stuff. This has been Paul. Have a good day.